Hey guys, Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, I can't, what, 2017? What? 2016? Where'd you go? I don't know where it went. Sorry, I feel like I have something in my teeth. Well, that wouldn't be unusual, would it? Starting the new year off, just like the old year, with something in my teeth. Anyway, today I'm gonna share my favorites from the month of December. Before I do so, I just wanted to say, thank you for your support and encouragement over this past year, especially with all of the obvious changes in my life with a baby and the impact that it's had on my content and posting. I appreciate so much you guys for standing by and being patient and supportive and just so wonderful. So thank you so much for that. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm looking forward to a new year of content and doing what I can to share with you guys, because I do so enjoy it, and I hope to continue to do so for many years to come. But today, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm going to talk about my favorites from December. So, I bought this in the Nordstrom anniversary sale this summer. The Barefoot Dreams Circle Cardigan, which I've heard many people talk about on YouTube ad nauseum almost, like how wonderful it is. And it's like, okay. Well, I bought the blanket, love the blanket. That should be another favorite, but it's not, because I have a different home goods favorite today. But the blanket is great, the throw. Actually, we gave those as gifts to some of our friends this year. It is just so cozy. But the cardigan, I've been living in this month. We have had some very, very cold weather already this winter. Winter came actually before even the solstice. It came super early, the wintry weather, I should say. And it's been just chilly, especially in my office, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. It gets really cold in my office in the winter. This has just been my like security blanket, oh, sorry about the lighting, you guys. There's like no sun today, so I have a lot of lights on and the camera's going a little bit nutty. Yeah, so sorry if it's fluctuating. Anyway, because I keep holding this up and it changes, whatever. I love this, you guys. It's so good. It's so good. It is the nicest like house sweater. And it's nice enough that you can definitely wear it out. I mainly wear mine in my house just because, I don't know, it's kind of become a quasi robe for me. I'm not a huge robe person. I don't wear robes very often, but I like having sweaters, flyaways, open cardigans, and like, you know, zip up hoodies, something that I can have open, which is this. So I'm gonna insert a picture because me holding this up just looks like a dark blue blob. But it is great. It is the perfect length. It covers your tushy, so you can totally rock the leggings with it if you want. Feel confident about no staring at your butt. And it's got, you know, because it's called the circle cardigan, it's got kind of a circular design to the swoop of the sides of the sweater, like where it comes down on the front and over to the sides. And it just lays so beautifully, and it just feels so cozy. It is definitely very warm though. So I personally can't wear it unless I'm like cold. But I am cold quite a bit of the time, especially since I do so much of my creating and stuff at night when it's cold in my office, and it's just even colder because it's nighttime. So I love this. I highly recommend it. I think it's a beautiful gift. I know we're past the holidays now, but would make for a beautiful, beautiful winter gift, or maybe for the holidays next year. And who knows, maybe Nordstrom will put it in their anniversary sale again next year. My favorite accessory, and I feel like I talked about this last winter as well, is this necklace. And I get asked about this a lot, so I thought I should bring it up. I'll give you guys a close-up look at it. But it is my little snowflake necklace, and this was from Tiffany years and years ago. I don't even know how many years ago. They don't carry this exact one anymore. They have a different one now, which is equally beautiful. It's sterling silver, so it's on the, you know, lower end of their price range, and their price range is astronomical. It's because it's Tiffany. But love this necklace, and I basically wear it all winter long, and it's been so cold and snowy here already that I've been wearing it all month long, and I just wanted to bring it up because so many people ask about it. I know you can't get this exact one, but you can get other ones just like another one just like it, but slightly different, but just like it, also from Tiffany. For beauty favorites, I haven't been sleeping that much, you guys. I have been pulling some really late nights with just not having a lot of time during the day to work on project stuff. I do most, like during Charlotte's naps, when I get some nap time from her, I do mostly housework. things like that. So I just have to do my work and my content stuff, and anything, my personal projects like the December daily album I've been working on, well, I'm finished with now, and my planning stuff, like all my, you guys, I talked about this briefly in a video a long time ago, but I did plan with me videos for the month of December, so that was really fun. So all that stuff I've been doing late at night, and I just haven't been sleeping a lot because I had to cut that time out of my like sleeping time to have those extra hours to do those things, those extra projects in the month of December, which was worth it, but definitely, moral of the story, not sleeping much. So the new under eye concealers that I bought at your suggestion, thank you so much for your suggestions, you guys, from the Sephora VIB sale in November, have been great, and I swear, they make me look so much more awake. Like, I didn't sleep much last night. Maybe I got 4 hours of sleep. I don't look like I got 4 hours of sleep last night, do I? And I haven't gotten more than like 5 or 6 in a good 6 or 8 weeks on any given night. So yes, I credit these, and I wear these every day. Like today I'm wearing a full face. I don't wear a full face every day, but I do wear these every day. So the first product is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This is thick stuff, and a tiny bit of this goes a very long way. So I just put one little dab on a fingertip, and I run my fingers together, warm it up, and just lightly dab it under my eyes. And then before I blend it in, I have a little brush that I use that I dip into this. This is the Becca, what is it called? Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is the key to making me look more awake. Like, probably even looks even brighter than it does in person because of the lighting today. It looks very natural in person, actually. It's a salmon colored product. It's really great. It has a very slight sheen, shimmery sheen to it. It's not like glittery, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I just dab that on right on top of where I put the IT Cosmetics stuff. And then I take a dry beauty blender. This one's actually, you can see it's pretty big. I just cleaned it this morning, so it's kind of still wet. I just use it dry, and I very gently kind of blend those in, and it blends beautifully. This is my favorite new trick for doing under eye stuff. It looks just so seamless, and it hides all sins. That's all I can say. Like, those concealers are the bomb diggity. They really work. So I've really been enjoying that, obviously. So those definitely my beauty favorites from the past month. Now for home goods, I mentioned earlier that my office is very cold. Well, my office is situated over the garage. The garage is not heated, and I just don't think it's insulated very well at all. I don't think the house is insulated very well. We've lived here for almost 10 years now, and you learn things about a house as you lived there that long, that, you know, and houses get older and stuff. I mean, it's great. I love our home, but it's just, there are some things that I would do differently if I were to build it myself to make it just a little bit more kind of climate control friendly and things of that nature. But anyway, it gets very cold in the office in the winter and very hot in the summer. In the summer, I just put the fan on and it's usually fine, but in the winter, there's just not much I have done in the past. And it's hardwood floors in there, it's not carpeting, so it's even, like, there's no insulation, extra insulation at all. And I probably should put carpeting in, but I like having the hardwood floors, especially when I'm doing crafting stuff, because carpet just gets too hard to keep clean. But I found the best space heater. It's the Vornado, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like tornado, but with a V. Whole room space heater. It was pretty reasonably priced on Amazon, and it's very small. It's maybe only like this big. It comes in different colors. I got it in white. It heats that whole room, and that is a really big room. Like, it is a really big, nice space. And I would totally make that into a bedroom for Charlotte, but it's just too hard to keep climate controlled. But the space heater actually helps a lot. I just think it would be too drying for her as a baby. We'll see if we stay in this house. I don't know, down the road, I'd be happy to switch with her. Like, I don't need that big room to be my office. It could totally take, you know, it's her room now or the other guest room. I'm not sure. I mean, it depends on the, you know, who knows. But for right now, for this winter, and for keeping myself warm during those late night crafting and planning sessions, and working at my desk on my computer and stuff on content, that little space heater, I only had it for maybe 2/3 of the month, but it has been a lifesaver, and it became a fast favorite. I've just been so impressed with it, because I even have like furniture in the middle of my room. I have this big project table. It still manages to heat like around that. I don't know, it really It really works really well, and I couldn't recommend it more if you're looking for a really good quality space heater. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, we're on to Multimedia. I actually read a book. Well, I didn't actually read the book. I listened to the book on audio tape. I bought Hannah Hart's book, Buffering. I pre-ordered it back in the spring when she announced she was going to be coming out with a book. And I got it in the mail a couple of months ago, whenever it came out. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to read this. And I was like, I don't really have time to read this. But I really wanted to read it. Like, I was chiming in the bit. I've been really excited to read her book. Hannah Hart is a YouTube personality. I'll link her channel below if you guys want to check out what she's all about. If you haven't heard of her, I don't know. You've probably heard of My Drunk Kitchen. She is the creator of that. But I was then thinking, why don't I just listen to it on audiobook? I bet she's done the voiceover for it, and she has. And that's my favorite, when you can listen to the person who wrote the book read the book, especially with nonfiction. And I like her voice. You know, I watch her videos. I like the tone of her voice. I find it interesting and dynamic. I know you're like, what does that matter? But it kind of matters when you're listening to a book on tape, I think, to listen to a voice that's interesting, that keeps you hooked in. Well, I actually finished this book last month in November, but I didn't remember to talk about it in my November favorites. I just really enjoyed her book. It was illuminating about her life and about her kind of like, even more illuminating about her character and her vibe. You get a good sense of that from her videos, but you learn so much about her backstory, and it's just it's like further proof, not that I need any, but just further proof that you really cannot judge a person by what you see online or in the media or even somebody you meet, because you don't know what their whole story is. You just don't know. Like, I knew she had like a kind of a tough childhood. Like, I got that impression from watching her videos over the years, but I had no idea like all of that she went through. And I'm not going to go through that because it's total spoilers, and you should totally, I suggest listening to audiobook. I honestly think it might even be better than reading the book, because it's in her voice about her story, and it's just powerful. It's so powerful that way. And I want to listen to it again. It just was really moved me at just what she's been through and how she's come through things, and how it's shaped her into the person she is today. And I mean, you would never have guessed all of that just from watching her YouTube videos. So I think that's an important thing to keep in mind for in any situation, in person or not in person, when you're meeting a person, judging a person. I mean, we all judge people. It's just like, it's human nature, right? There's different levels of judging, and I think it's an important reminder that you just never know what somebody's going through. So keep that in mind before you take action on your judgments. It's one thing to think something, and it's another thing to act on them. So I think that's kind of an important life lesson to learn anyway as you become an adult. I think a very clear sign of immaturity is somebody who acts on those judgments without considering the full impact of their actions. But I digress, as I want to do. Really love it. We'll link the audiobook below, but I'm sure the link will also have a link to the actual book as well, as Amazon tends to do that. Okay, music. Sarah McLachlan came out with a new holiday album, and I'm so excited about it. I've been listening to it on repeat all month long. It's Wonderland. Her first holiday album, maybe from, I don't know, 5 or 6 or more years ago. I don't even know, to be honest. Winter Song is one of my absolute favorites. Probably one of my top 10 holiday albums. And it's definitely a more kind of somber, not somber, but it's just a little bit of a toned down tone. You know, it's not as like chipper, happy, like go lucky Christmas album. It's got a lot more, because I mean, the holidays can be an awesome, wonderful, happy, jovial time. It can also be a really difficult time, especially for people grieving losses of loved ones, or just life situations, or, you know, I don't know. The holidays tend to magnify things in your life for good, or for better or for worse, I should say. So her old album was just a little bit more of a, you know, kind of a, I want to say kind of sadder tone, a little bit, but I still love it. It's just one of my favorite soothing holiday albums. Well, this one's a lot more peppy and, you know, kind of a happy, chipper album, and I've just loved it. I love her music. I have for a long, long time. I just find it very soothing, and this album has just been so uplifting and such a wonderful thing to listen to in the car. Is mainly where I listen to music, so I've been really enjoying that. Thought I should mention it. And of course, this is definitely a repeat favorite. The Holiday Baking Championship came back. And it was better than ever. It's always so good. I'm so happy about who won. I'm not going to say, just in case you guys are still catching up. We're all caught up. There's one more that we actually didn't get a chance to watch yet. I think a special add-on at the end where they're having all the Holiday Baking Championships like head off against some of the Kids Baking Championship people, I think. I don't know. Champions, not championships, I should say. That looked really fun, and I can't wait to watch that. But we watched the whole season of the 2016 Holiday Baking Championship, and I loved it. It's just such a fun show. I love all of the judges, and Bobby Dean is the like MC host. I don't know what you call that. I feel like I have a hair in my mouth, but whatever. It's just a magic. It's magic. I love it. It's just so corny and awesome and right up my alley. And perfect segue into my Tasty Treats favorite, eggnog and cookies. I will have all of these recipes for you guys linked below. They're all on my Pinterest cookbook board, actually. Don makes homemade eggnog for us. We usually have it stocked in our fridge all month long. He makes batches pretty much every weekend because we go through it all month long. We definitely, like, I always gain several pounds during the holiday season, and it's because of the eggnog and cookies that we have every night. Like, seriously, pretty much every night. It's, you know, you gotta tell yourself things like, oh, it's the holidays, it's only once a year, but probably not the best habit to have, but I look forward to it so much, and it's just something so fun. He makes the eggnog, I make the cookies, everybody kind of chips in that way, and it's just wonderful. His eggnog is so good. And then the cookies that I made this year were the chocolate chips and the peanut butter surprise, and then my sister-in-law made Finsky's, and my mother-in-law made gingerbread. I don't have my mother-in-law's gingerbread recipe up, but it's just kind of like a classic gingerbread recipe, so I'm sure you could Google that if you want. But anyway, holidays are over anyway. But I have those 3 cookie recipes that I mentioned and the eggnog recipe. I will link all of those below if you guys want to see, but so much fun. Those days are over now. They've ended for at least another 11 months, but I will look forward to it all year long. I don't have eggnog any other time except for the month of December, but I will look forward to it for sure. And that, my friends, is all the favorites from December. My most favorite thing from December, though, of course, was the holidays with my family and this first Christmas together with our daughter. It was just pure magic. There was just pure magical moments throughout the entire month, culminating in Christmas Day, and it was magic. Absolute magic. I hope you guys had a magical Christmas. If you celebrate magical holiday season, time spent with loved ones, that's the greatest gift of all, I think. Any time of year, but especially at the holidays, it's just so special to spend the holidays with loved ones. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share Christmas with a child of our own this year. It's a dream come true. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd love to know what some of your favorites from the month were. If you want to share a special memory too, that would be great. And I will see you guys with more stuff in 2017. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Happy New Year. Bye.